Okay, good morning all. So in the last lecture, we have started with the instruction set. We have seen some arithmetic operators, arithmetic instructions, and we have seen the 8-bit addition program. So for this 8-bit addition program, here what we have done, we have taken two numbers into two registers, one in accumulator and one in another register. Then we have added these two numbers with the instruction add. Right. Similarly, if we're writing the program for subtract instruction, here what we need to do, we need to subtract one number from accumulator by using the instruction SUBB, that is subtract. Okay. Similarly, we will write the program for 16-bit addition now. Okay. For 8-bit addition, what we have done, we have taken one number into accumulator, another number into R register, or let's say R0 register. Then we have done the addition with the instruction add a comma R. Okay, and after that we have made the addition of these two numbers. Right now, for 16-bit numbers, what we need to do first, we need to add lower 8 bits, and then we need to move for higher 8-bit orders. Okay, so here let's say we have four registers where we need to store two 16-bit numbers. Okay, so I will take one register as R0. The contents will be 11H. Then R1 with the contents 22H. Then R2 with the contents 33H, and R4 with the contents 44H. Okay, so we have taken these two 16-bit numbers. Okay, and the format for the 16-bit numbers will be, let's say R0 and R1 is representing one 16-bit numbers as R1, R0. So which will be 2211. Am I right? So the number will be 2211H, that is one 16-bit number, and another number will be here we will make it as R3, so that it will be convenient for us. And another number is R3, R2. Okay. So here the number will be 4433H. Okay, so these are two 16-bit numbers. One will be the 2211H, another one will be the 4433H. Okay, are you getting? Now, here we want to make the addition of these two numbers. Then what we need to do? We need to first add the lower 8-bit numbers. Okay, so just I will take the marker. So here we need to make the addition of these two numbers. So that will be the addition of lower 8 bits, and after making the addition of these two numbers, we need to make one more addition for higher 8-bit numbers. Then we will make this higher 8-bit number addition. Okay. So here first lower 8-bit addition and then higher 8-bit addition. Now why we are making like this? Because our microcontroller is 8-bit microcontroller. That's why ALU is processing only 8-bit data, and we have only 8-bit data lines or 8-bit data bus where we can transfer the result in terms of 8 bits. Okay, so here we need to make the addition of 16-bit numbers by making the addition of lower 8 bits and after that higher 8-bit numbers. Okay, so like this we need to make the addition of these numbers. So how we can write the program? So first, by default, the instruction will be org 0000H. That is for initiation of the program or initiation of the program counter at the initial location 0000H. Okay. Now we need to move these 11, 22, 33, and 44 numbers into the registers. Okay. With the instruction move, first what we need to make? Move R0, comma 11H. Then move R2, comma 22H. Then move R3, comma 33H, and sorry, R0. Then here it will be R1, R2. Then move R3, comma 44H. So we have taken these 4 numbers. Okay. So just we'll take into the new page. So here it will be org. After org, move R0 comma 11, R2, R1 comma 22, then R2 comma 33 and R3 comma 44. So we have taken these 16-bit numbers by storing into the register pairs as R1, R0 and R3, R2. Okay. So first number is available in, see here, the lower number is available in R0 and R2. Okay. So lower number is available here in R0 and R2, and higher number is available in R1 and R3. So here to make the addition, first what we need to do, we need to either transfer this R0, that is 11H, or 33H into the accumulator. So we will transfer one number into the accumulator so that we can add the another number. So here the instruction will be move A comma R0. So first number 11 we have taken into the accumulator. Okay. Then what we need to make, we need to add the another lower 32-bit number, lower 38-bit numbers into that accumulator. So the instruction will be here add A comma, the lower number, second lower number is available in R2. Okay, so here we need to make the addition of move A comma, add A comma R2. So here what will happen? Here the first 8-bit number will get added with the second 8-bit number. Okay, now the result of this addition is available in accumulator. Okay, so this result is available in accumulator, and the same accumulator we need to use for further addition. So what we will do, we will transfer these contents of accumulator or result into the another register. Now we have used R0, R1, R2 and R3. So remaining numbers are registers are R4, R5, R6 and R7. So what we'll do, we will transfer the number into R4. Okay, with the instruction move R4 comma A. Okay, that means lower 8-bit addition result is transferred into R4. Now accumulator is free for further addition or for higher 8-bit addition. Okay, again what we'll do, the second first higher 8-bit number we will take into the accumulator with the instruction move A comma R1. Okay, so here first R0. First we have taken R1 na here. So second number we will take as just 1 minute. First number we have taken that is lower 8-bit number available in R0. So higher 8-bit number is available in R1. Okay, and here directly we will add the second a higher 8-bit number. Okay, which is available in R2, I think. Right? In R3. The second number is available in R3. First number. So here we have done one mistake. The lower 8-bit number is first available in R0. Right? So here we have taken R0. Then we have added with R2. The second 8 number, higher 8-bit number is available in R1. Now we need to add with R3. Okay. So here what we'll do, we'll directly write the instruction add A comma R3. Okay. But while adding these numbers, what we need to do, we need to consider the carry generated during the previous addition. Okay, because for low 16-bit addition, what we have done the addition of low 8-bit numbers. So we have that 8-bit number, and if suppose there may be carry has been getting generated during the addition of lower 8-bit numbers, we need to consider that carry into the addition of higher 8-bit numbers. Okay, so here what we need to do, we need to use the instruction add with carry. Okay, so ADDC A comma RK. So here if the number is available or if the carry is generated, that carry is also considered for further addition. Okay, so the instruction will be ADDC A comma R. Okay, now the result is available in accumulator. Now we need to transfer this result into the another register so that using a register pair we can represent the result. Okay. Now here lower 8-bit number we have transferred into the register R4. So higher 8-bit number we will move into register R5 with the instruction move R5 comma A. And after that will be the end of program. So here what will happen? Here we have two numbers. One is R1, R0. Another number is available in R3, R2. And the addition of these two numbers is available in R5, R4. Okay. Now you can take any one number, any register for making this addition. But if you take the registers sequentially, then you can easily represent the all the 16-bit numbers, and we can make the addition of these 16-bit numbers. Okay, are you getting it? Everyone is getting how this program is done for 16-bit addition? Okay, now this is the program for 16-bit addition. Now, if in the same program, if we want to make the subtraction, okay, or if we want to write the program for subtraction, then what we need to do? At the place of add, here we have to write only the instruction SUBB, that is subtract with borrow. Similarly, here also the instruction will be SUBB. So two numbers are getting subtracted. The numbers are available in R1 and R0. Second number is available in R3 and R2, and the result of this subtraction will be available in R5 and R4. Okay, everyone is getting it. This is for 16-bit addition. Now, if suppose we want to make the addition of 32-bit numbers, then what we need to do? Because for 32-bit numbers, see here, for one number we have taken one 16-bit numbers, we need two registers. Now, if the number is 32-bit, then to store that number for 32-bit number, here we require 4 registers. Let's say if suppose we are taking one number as R0, R0, R1, R2, and R3. One number is available in these registers, and another number is available in R3. Then another number is available in R4, R5, R6, and R7. Okay. So all the registers from the bank are busy. Okay. So to store only two 32-bit numbers, we need to use 8 registers. R0 to R3, one 32-bit number. Another 32-bit number will be available in R4 to R7. Okay. Now in this case, here to make the addition, we need to use accumulator and other registers to store the result. So here we can use two, what we can say, two processes. One is either store the result of this operation into the memory location, or store the contents into the registers, 4 registers from other bank. Okay, because we have 4 banks, and from in each bank we have 8 registers. So for each register here we can store the result. 1 minute just. Okay, so for to store one 32-bit number we require 4 registers. So to store two 32-bit numbers, we require 8 registers, and all the 8 registers from one bank is over. Okay, so we have used all the registers. So to store the result, either we can use the register from other bank, that is, let's say from bank 1, or store the result into the memory location. Okay, so in both the cases or both the ways, we will see the program. Okay, so first instruction will be org. By default it is 0000H. Now keep in mind, whenever we are writing the program for compiling or for such simple operations, we are initiating the program with org 0000H, and then we are writing the program. But practically, if we want to burn the program, or if we want to write the program for doing certain projects, In that case, we cannot store the program starting from 0000 because some portion in the memory is reserved for interrupts, or it has some vector interrupt location, and we need to switch or we need to skip that memory location. So here we need to make a small jump from this location to the another location, and we will write the program. Okay, we'll see it how it is used afterwards, but just currently for simple programming we'll start with org0000h. Now here we will transfer the contents into the registers R0 to R1. Okay, let's say move R0 comma 01, then move R1 comma 02, then move R2 comma 03, then move R4 comma 04. So this is one 32-bit number. Okay. The second 32, here it will be R0, R1, R2, and R3. Okay. Now second 32-bit number is available from R4. So move R4 comma 11, then move R5 comma 22, then move R6 comma 33, and move R7 comma 44H. So we have these two 32-bit numbers. Okay. Now to make the addition, here what we need to do, we need to use the instruction. First we need to transfer the lower number into the accumulator. Okay, so we'll write move A comma, which is the lower number, R0, R1, R2, and R3. So we'll take R3 as low, and here R7 as low. So first it will be move A comma R3, then add A comma R7. Okay, so lower 8-bit number addition has been done, and the result is available in accumulator. Now this accumulator we need to use for other operations. Okay, or for further addition. So here what we'll do, directly we will move the contents into the memory location with the instruction move. We will take the location starting from 38. Okay, so from the memory location here, which is the scratch pad. Just 1 minute. We will see the scratch pad. 00 to 7F, I think it is a scratch pad. Sorry, 00 to 7F is for direct addressing mode, and remaining for scratch pad. Okay, so what we'll do, we will use scratch pad array is starting from 30H. Okay, so we will use 30H location to transfer accumulator contents. Okay, so first lower 8-bit addition is transferred into the memory location 30H. Okay, or we will make it as 34H. So what will happen from 30 to 34H directly we can use for 32-bit number result. Okay, again the accumulator is free, so we can transfer another number with move A comma R2. Then here we need to use the instruction add with carry, because for lower 8-bit number here the carry may get generated, that we need to consider for further addition. So the next instruction will be add with carry, that is ADDC A comma R6. Now here the upper 8-bit numbers will get added, and the result of this addition is available in accumulator. There may be the generation of carry, okay, that we will consider in the further addition. So here the result is available in accumulator, that we will transfer into the memory location 33H. Okay, so move 33H comma A. After that we will take next number as move R. I think R3 we have taken, R2 we have taken now R1 comma, sorry, move A comma R1. Then we will add with carry accumulator with R5. With R5, the result is available in accumulator that will transfer into the memory location 34, 30, 33. So we will take 32. So here move 32H comma accumulator. After that, the higher 8 bit we will take into the accumulator with the instruction move A comma R0. Then we will add with carry accumulator with R4. Higher 8-bit numbers is available in accumulator. Okay. So we move these contents into the location 34, 30, I think 34 first we have taken, na? 34, 33, 32, now 31H, comma, 8. Okay, so this is 32-bit addition where the result is available into the memory locations 31, 32, 33, and 34. Okay, so at these memory locations we have stored the result of the 32-bit addition. Okay. Everyone is getting it? How the addition is done? So using the simple 8-bit addition, we have done 16-bit addition. Similarly, we have done 32-bit addition. Okay, and we have stored the result into the memory location. Now, in the same case, if we want to transfer the contents into the register itself, okay, from another bank. So here we need to initiate the bank. Okay, and to initiate the bank, what we need to do? We need to change the bits of the PSW. Okay. So we have already seen the PSW. And in the PSW, there are two registers, two bits, RS0 and RS1. These are used for the initiation of bank. Okay. So just I will show you that registers. There's in PSW, na? PSW register. Now see here, these two bits are available for changing or for selection of bank. So here by default the bank is 00. So the first bank is selected. If you want to change the bank, here the bit should be 01. So here we need to make the changes into the PSW register. Okay. Now during this program, if we changed the PSW, see here what I'm saying. Here, if we want to change the PSW, what will happen? See here, in the first addition, where is this? So here, when we have done the first addition, the carry may get generated. Okay, and here when we want to transfer the result into the another register from another bank, we need to change the bank. Okay, and while changing the bank, we need to change the PSW here. Okay, so here we need to make the changes in PSW register. Okay, and this PSW contains the bits of carry, auxiliary carry, then 0, overflow also. Okay, so according to that numbers, if we change the PSW, here what will happen? The carry status, if it is generated, that also may get affected, or if the 0 is generated, then it may get also affected. Okay, now see how it will happen. Okay, what are the bits of PSW here? So the first bit is carry bit, auxiliary carry, and F0. So these three bits are here. So let's say the bits are 0, 0, 0. Okay. Then the next bit is RS0 and RS1 and RS0. So by default the bits are 0, 0. Okay. So here we will take it as 0, 0. Then overflow, it is 0. Now this D1 bit, it is not used. So or it is used for further development. Okay. So we'll consider this bit as 0. So all the bits are 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. This is the initiation of PSW, or by default the PSW status will be like this. Now if suppose in this addition, if suppose the carry is generated, then the bit status will be like this: 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. Am I right? Now when we are changing the PSW here, what we need to do? We need to change these two bits, okay, for the selection of bank. So this is the D3 bit and D4 bit. So the D3 and D4 bits are 0 1. So here also, if we need to make it as D3 and D4 as 0 0, the bit status will be like this: 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0. Okay. So this number first will be 0 0. That will be the actual PSW. Okay. After generation of carry, here this PSW status will be 8 0. Am I right? Now here, if we change the PSW, again the bit status will be 0 8. Okay. Then the bank 1 will get selected, and after selection of bank 1, here what will happen? We will use R0 to R7 registers from bank 1. Okay. Now for further addition, all the results, all the numbers are available in the registers of bank 0. So again we need to retrace, or again we need to come to the bank 0. Now here, if we want to make the changes, or if we want to make the status, we need to put this 08 into PSW for the selection of bank 1. After storing the result, again we need to change it as bank 0. So it will be 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. So the status will be 0 0. Now here the question arises. Here during the previous addition, if carry is generated, the status becomes 8 0 like this. Okay, everyone is getting it. So the status is like this. So it will be 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. That will be the result should be 8 0. Okay, and then we are changing the bank, and again we are coming back to the previous one. Now the status will be again 0 0 0 0. So here whatever the carry is generated here, that carry is not considered or neglected during this bank switching. Are you getting it? सगळ्यांच्या लक्षात येतंय का? Okay, so here the carry status which is generated during the previous addition, it is not considered for further addition. Okay, so here what we need to do, we need to only change the bits of this D3 and D4. These two bits needs to be changed. Okay, and how we can change these bits? We can change these bits by using the further instructions which are used, or which are called as Boolean manipulation or Boolean variable instructions, where only we can change a specific bit of that particular register. Okay, so we'll see the instructions when we will study the Boolean variable instructions. But currently, assume that the 32-bit numbers are available in 4 registers, another 32-bit number are available in another 4 registers. So the result of this addition, or if we are making the program for subtraction, the results needs to be stored into the memory location, because during the bank switching, using the simple data transfer instructions, we are skipping the carry status. Okay, everyone is getting it? I am not getting the response. Okay, so this is the 32-bit addition. Similarly, you can write the program for 32-bit subtraction also. Okay, so these are the simple programs which we have seen using the data transfer instructions and arithmetic instructions. Okay, so should we move further towards the other instructions? Or there are some queries for this arithmetic operations and data transfer instructions? Are there any queries? Addition slide. Which addition, Darshan, you require 8-bit, 16-bit, or 32-bit? Darshan, are you there? 32-bit. Okay. So just we will remove these instructions. As I see, for this 32-bit addition, here one 32-bit number is available in R0, R1, R2, and R3. Okay. Second 32-bit number is available in R4, R5, R6, and R7. So all the 8 registers from one bank. Okay. So by default, the bank is bank 0. So from this bank 0, all the 8 registers are used for storing two 32-bit numbers. Okay. Now, here for programming, what we need to do? We need to first transfer these 32-bit numbers into R0, R1, R2, and R3, and second number into R4, R5, R6, and R7. Okay, by the simple data transfer instructions, move R0, comma 01H, that will be the simple number we have taken. So move R0, comma 01H, move R1, comma 02H, then move R2, comma 03H, then move R4, comma 11H. Okay, so this so for R0 to R3, one 32-bit number we have taken. The second number from R4, comma 11H, R5, comma 22H, R6, comma 33H, and R7, comma 44H. So second 32-bit number is transferred into R4 to R7. Now what we'll do? We will make the addition of lower 8-bit first. So first number, that is from R3, the number is taken into the accumulator with the instruction move A, comma R3. Okay. After that, what we have done? We have added another lower 8-bit number into the accumulator. So the result will be available in accumulator. So here add A, comma R7. Here we have done the simple addition because here the carry, we need not require to consider the carry because it is lower 8-bit addition. Okay. So here the accumulator will get added with R7 and the result is available in accumulator. Okay. Now this result we need to transfer into the memory location. Why? Because the same accumulator we need to use for further addition and we are not having the other registers to store the data. Okay. So to transfer that number, we have done the direct addressing, but simply by using the instruction move 34H, comma A. So 34H, it is the memory location address, and at this address we have transferred the result of accumulator. Okay, are you getting it, Darshan? Darshan, are you there? Okay, now after that, transferring the result into the accumulator, again accumulator is free for further addition. So after that, we will take the next 8-bit numbers. So first number from R2 is taken into the accumulator and the second 8-bit number we have added into the accumulator. Now here we need to consider the carry because for lower 8-bit, the carry may get generated. Okay, so here the result, so the addition will be with the carry, considering carry. So here the instruction will be add with carry A, comma R6. So R6 and accumulator contents will get added together and result of transferred into the another memory location 33H by the instruction move 33H, comma A. After that, next 8-bit numbers is taken into the accumulator and it is R5 considering carry, and the result of this addition is transferred into the 32H. Okay. Then the higher 8-bit numbers we will take into the accumulator. First R0 from R0, first number is taken into the accumulator, and then second higher bit number, 8-bit number, is added into the accumulator by considering carry, and the result of this addition is transferred into 31H. Okay, so here 31, 32, 33, and 34, these 4 locations from the memory will hold the result of this 32-bit addition. Okay, so from the memory location 31, 32, 33, and 34H, we have the 8-bit, 32-bit result of the 32-bit addition. Okay, everyone is getting it? Yes, Darshan, you can take random memory location, okay, from the scratch pad, starting from 30 onwards up to the 3F. So we have seen in the data memory, we have a scratch pad starting from 30 to 7F. So any memory location you can take, and you can transfer the contents to that memory location. But keep in mind, while you're transferring the contents into the memory location, always use sequential 4 memory locations so that easily we can identify the result into that memory location. Okay, so you can take from 30 to 7F, any numbers you can take. Okay, okay, good. Now this is for 32-bit addition. Similarly, you can write the program for 32-bit subtraction also. Okay, now the next we will see the program for multiplication. If we are using 8-bit multiplication, or if you want to multiply 2 8-bit numbers, we can use 2 different methods. One is directly sequentially addition or successive addition of 2 numbers. Let's say if we have 0, 2 and 0, 3 as 0, 2 and 0, 3. These 3 numbers. Multiplication of these 2 numbers. So the multiplication will be, it will be 0, 6, or the result of multiplication will be 0, 0, 6, simply by multiplying 0, 2 with 0, 3. The result will be 0, 6. This is one method. Okay, second method is add 0, 2 for how many times? 3 times. Okay, so the instruction will be like this: 0, 2 plus 0, 2 plus 0, 2. So the result will be 0, 6. Okay, so here in this first case, what we have done? Directly we have done the multiplication of 0, 2 with 0, 3. The result is 0, 6. And in second way, or second method, is we have taken one number and we have added the same number together for 3 times. Okay. Successive addition method. Okay. Now this successive addition method is used when we do not have the multiplication instruction. Okay. But for microcontroller we have only simple multiply instructions. Right. Now, so directly we can use the multiply instruction and we can make the multiplication of 0, 2 and 0, 3. Okay. Now how we can multiply it? Simple program with the instruction ORG0000H. This is the initiation. Then move contents into the R0 with 0 to H and move R3, 03H. So 2 numbers are transferred into move R1. We'll take it as R1. So first R0, 0 to H and R1, 0 to H. So these 2 numbers are taken into 2 registers. So from these 2 numbers, one number we need to take into the accumulator. Okay. So here we will transfer the contents into the accumulator with the instruction move A, 0 to move A, R0. Simple. Now for the second number. Okay. See here, if we write the instruction as mul A, R1, then this is the wrong instruction. So the instruction is wrong instruction. Why this is wrong instruction? Because we have the instruction multiplication as MULAB. Okay, so what does it mean? only we can multiply the numbers available in accumulator and B register. Okay, so here what we need to do, first number we have transferred into R0, second number we need to transfer into B register. So the instruction will be move B comma R1. Now we can make the multiplication. So the instruction will be MUL A comma B. So here the multiplication operation will be performed and the result of this multiplication is available in accumulator. And if the overflow is generated, or if during the multiplication if higher number is generated, that will be stored into the B register. Okay, so the result is available in accumulator, so we can transfer this result into another register with the instruction move R2 comma A and then 10. So this is the simple program for multiplication. So here what we have done, we have taken one number into R0, second number into R1, transferred first number into accumulator, transferred second number into B register, and we have done a simple multiplication with the instruction mul A comma B, and the result of this again is transferred into R2. Okay, everyone is getting it? This is for simple 8-bit multiplication. Similarly, if we want to make the division, here at place of mul A comma B, the instruction will be div, that is divide AB. Okay, so here A will get divided by B and the result of this division is stored into the accumulator and B register. Quotient is available in accumulator and remainder is available in B register. So it is simple 8-bit addition, multiplication and division program. Now in the same program, you can directly take the data into accumulator also. Okay, so at the place of R0, directly you can use move A comma 02 and here the second number into B register and directly you can make the multiplication. Okay, and the result is stored into R2. So in any way you can make the addition. So it depends upon the logic of the programmer, how the programmer is using the different registers, accumulator and multiplication. Everyone is getting it? So today we have seen 16-bit addition, subtraction, 32-bit addition, subtraction, then multiplication and division program. Okay, so I think this is we do not have much more time for going for logical operators or logical instructions. So we'll see these instructions into the next lecture.